of the Savage Tide. My name is Eric. I'm Eric Vulgaris everywhere. Pronouns they or he, and I'm your host and facilitator, and dungeon master and everything today. We're getting ready to rock and roll with more of this amazing adventure path here on the Greyhawk channel. And but you're not here to hear me just ramble. You're here to talk to everyone else. We have a full cast today, so let's go around the horn, see how everyone's doing. Katie, great to see you.
Yeah, I'm back. My name's Katie. I play Finian Cragwolf, the human knowledge cleric. We both use she, her pronouns, and my inspiration trigger, of course I left it, is gripe about being on a boat or going out on the water and how seasick it makes.
Oh, that's perfect.
So just normal.
That's a good one today.
I think it's my turn.
Yeah.
Hi everyone, I'm Dempsey. I play Crook Monto, the cursed champion of Istis. And my inspiration for the day is you have physically changed. Strike fear in the hearts of your enemies with your gruesome features.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah,
I think it pairs very well with mine.
Mm-hmm.
Hello everyone, I'm Kelsa. I use she, her pronouns, but I am playing Bajko, who uses he, him pronouns, a half-orc barbarian. And today, my inspiration trigger is use your size, physical might, or reputation in a fearsome manner. Rawr.
Yeah, cool. A lot of rage today.
Yeah. Hey everyone, my name is Dave, or Henley, whichever you prefer. I'm cool with it, whatever. I will be playing two characters today, as one leaves us and one joins us. So the first one is Molos. He is a druid, hunky underwater boy. And the next one is a Aarakocra. Is that how you say it? I want to say it's that, but it's probably not. Swashbuckler named Pinnell Apple, who's will be the new, I guess, cast member, however you want to say it. His inspiration for this session is inspire your companions into doing deeds worthy of stories. So he's kind of like a bard / rogue, that old can of worms. Yeah.
Okay. Let me just get your token set up here, and then we can go to drag. I still have you as an octopus on my screen. I forgot to change that. Perfect. Okay. Where we last left our heroes, we were clearing out the Glittering Reef, which was a great little coastal druidic circle, like a font of power tied to the natural realm that was being corrupted by Sahuagin. Now our party has adeptly destroyed and crushed the effigies that were providing part of the power of this sort of blood water and this summoning ritual, this joining of a plane of the abyss where the Sahuagin shark god lives, Sokola, with this world and this corruption of this circle. So our party has fought through everything. We're at the temple. We're at the circle. It's been corrupted, and we're figuring out what to do. Molos knows that you could destroy the temple now and destroy the circle, destroy that natural connection once and for all, leaving the Glittering Reef to be, left to the sands of time and just slowly fade away to nothing. But the portal is safe and the world is safe, or to undertake the momentous challenge of repairing this rift and all of the cleansing that is required. So Finny, I feel like you after getting lost or something, kind of wander in through here.
As is normal.
Yeah, with the rest of everybody. And so let me put you here on the screen too. But yeah, we're kind of like in that process here. I'll get the rest of you set up. So, you also have lost, just for the record, we've lost a dolphin. We've lost 2 bull shark marines that came with us on this expedition. You have killed the high priestess, Natagirit, the Sokola worshipping Sahuagin cleric. but one of her priestesses got away via plane shift. Yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. Now you were promised rewards for helping. You were promised a secret to get past a blockade. There may also be magic items around that could be of assistance. But those are possibly like money please questions. But like, what would you say, or maybe not necessarily to you, Finny, but to the rest of the group and stuff? Like, what does everyone feel like? You have not had a chance to breathe really since Daquan left, right?
Yeah, and if you remember, the breathing that I gave you was like all druidic, and it was like it fills your lungs filled with that like breathing goop. So you would actually have to like blur up some stuff when you get back to the surface in order to breathe oxygen again. So
it's literally poetic. It's literally poetic that you have ran from that problem, and haven't given yourself a chance to breathe air. I like that a lot, actually. Holy shit, that's never thought of it that way. But that's some fucking like, this was a high school novel, that's in everyone's essay. That's good shit. Yeah. So what does everyone do? How are you feeling?
I think Finny comes in. Who knows what she was off doing, being lost or being sick. Either is par for the course. And just looks at the dead defender or the dead dolphin and the dead marine. A little helpless, and then looks at Quark and Boschko. So first off, I'm sorry. But how you feeling?
This was an
Tired.
exhausting fight.
It's been real long. We couldn't save 2 of our men, but they fought well.
How are the both of you?
Man, why can't I find good ambient music? Sorry. Go ahead.
Tired. Don't got a lot left in me.
I could smash these buildings if I had to.
Well,
Listen, I would rather you didn't. This is a very important place to my people.
I have to agree with Molos here.
Yeah.
What do you need me to do?
You?
Run
Nothing. Your part is
smash.
done. I thank you very much for your assistance. I do, however, as promised, have some rewards for you. Now, we are a very generous people, but you must understand that these are sacred items to my people. So I ask that you only take what you need and try not to be too fulfilling of the prophecies of the people that breathe air. And by that I mean greedy.
Picked up on that, yeah.
So, 1 second. Sorry.
So, so I wanted, this is also kind of a cool moment because I realized, Boschko, this is the first time you've been like out of rage. It's like, is everyone really like out of resources?
Yeah,
Like,
not
everything?
only out of rage, I've got 2 levels of exhaustion.
Oh, yeah.
Because
You need a rest.
I super raged twice.
Yeah, so
You
you're like
need-
a wreck.
Boschko, you need a
yeah.
nap.
I'm at less than half my hit points, and I'm all out of rages. He's pretending like he's gonna be fine, but if you look at him, he needs a nap.
Yeah.
He needs Really, he needs a full night's sleep, but
Yeah.
he's never going to be one to admit that.
Totally.
Yeah,
No, like
I've
yeah.
used everything that I have under my belt. So really, Korik is also quite spent.
Let's see. There was one fallen Marine, I think. No, I guess did both of the Marines remind me? Did both Marines die here, or only just one in this room?
Only one died out of this room,
Yeah.
and the other one got sucked into the portal.
That's right. One died at the front of the temple. And yeah, and this one died getting thrown into the portal. So I was thinking about what the Bull Shark Marines would
We don't
be
know
like.
he's dead. He's just gone forever.
Oh yeah.
These are
It's worse than death, probably. Probably worse than death, being thrown into another world.
Either that or he's just floating in goop for the rest of his life, unable to die forever.
Yeah.
No concept of time or hunger. Yeah, So, Eric, I will go to, I don't know, some sort of maybe like false floor or something like that.
Yeah. Well, this could also be like not necessarily snap. This is like the moment from the last session. It's like maybe there was a chance to clean, like you're kind of beginning the cleanup process, and you present these things. And yeah, you brought them from maybe a hidden place, or you found them off the bodies that they were already looted. There's like that whole like there's sort of montage time has begun because as you begin the sort of cleaning process.
Actually, technically, I have one rage left because we leveled up, and I get an extra rage.
Well, yeah. When you get your long rest, I guess it kind of counts as a level up. But right now,
I'd still have 2 levels of exhaustion, so it doesn't matter.
Feels rough.
So Molos will present 3 objects. The first is a very sort of rusted-looking ring. Kind of looks like it's been underwater and like coral has grown over the top of it, sort of thing. The next is a kind of like a piece of flotsam, I would say. And once again, coral has sort of grown over the top of it. And the last is a like a very teal, sort of slightly glowing gem. And I will say, Molos will say, the first is a ring where you can communicate with denizens of the underwave.
Yeah.
The second will help you reinforce your vessel. And the third is the beating heart of a water elemental.
How does a heart help us?
Oh. Are you familiar with elementals at all? It is a creature that you can summon at will.
Keep in mind, Daquan used a gem like this in the fight against what's it called? The Slod.
Wasn't that
the elemental
when
gem.
I wasn't that wasn't that when I wasn't there though?
Yeah, I was a session you weren't there.
I was gonna say, I think that was the part where I no, I was there, but I wasn't there while he was fighting it, is what I'm saying.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Like,
sure.
I don't think I watched him summon that.
Okay, no problem. But I just wanted to do a callback. Okay.
It's a solid callback.
So one of them, what did they do again?
One was a ring where you can speak to water animals. The other is a piece of flotsam that you can attach to your ship that will increase the armor of the ship itself.
Yeah.
And the other is a summonable water elemental.
Okay. Would you like? She just looks at Bashko and Korik. Maybe we can decide what goes where. When after a little bit of a rest.
That sounds like a good idea.
All right.
So he'll put the objects, like, I don't know, somewhere else, like maybe on the some pedestal or something like that, and he'll get to cleaning up. And it's probably like, you see a lot of like those sucker fish coming in and just like start like cleaning up and stuff like that. That's how I imagine it going. Like basically the water creatures, like sea creatures themselves, are coming to assist in the cleanup.
You summon your robot vacuum. Got it.
Yeah. Yep. That's it.
The Roomba
How'd
fish.
you know?
The
Roomba fish.
Korik is gonna, I guess, leave, make his way back to the ship, because, I mean, he's done here, so there's nothing left for him to do.
Finny goes over to Malos. Is there anything else you require our assistance with before we take our leave?
So,
Sorry, it was the perfect time to ask me that question.
So he'll look over the party and he'll be like, "No, you and your companions have done me a great deed. Normally, when we speak of the denizens who live above us, we generally think of them as angry, shouting, warmongering types. Not to say that we don't have those down here, but the general consensus is that most of you are like that. And while that still remains to be true from the companions that you've brought down here, I would say that it's easier to look a little bit more fondly upon your people now."
Well, even the most loud, shouty, warmongering types do have morals sometimes,
Yes.
and like to help, I suppose.
Well, help without its reward is simply unacceptable. So please, take one of the items and live vicariously through them.
Yeah. Aw. I think the dolphins give them, like, they swim over with the treasures.
Oh yeah, no, they do like high fives as
Yeah.
well, like with their fins.
Yeah, definitely.
I think Finny for sure takes the flotsam so she can, for the armor for the ship,
Mhm.
to have that applied somehow, because that's the only thing on her mind. But she looks at Korik or Boschko and sort of nods like, if you want anything, take it. She just wants the flotsam for the ship.
Boy, yeah, what was the thing that lets you talk with
The ring.
fish?
Mhm.
Question mark?
Mm-hmm. Sea creatures.
Yeah.
I feel like neither that nor the water elemental gem are really like Bajko's jam.
Yeah.
Like, they're both very useful, but Bajko would not see it that way. So Bajko just kind of shrugs and leaves it to Korik.
Well, yeah. I kind of think it's funny when I came up with these things, because I was thinking about a Triton and a Druid, and like, what are the most important things? And like, communication, building something like you had like a coral to build a house, but then there's ways to like reinforce your ship. Like, these are all things, and just like extra help and the strength of the sea. Like, these are the things that you think of, not like weapons and armor and stuff like that, but more like community things.
Stuff to help you stand the test of time, like this temple,
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah,
She's gonna
Bajko
follow
is
Korik out.
Bajko is in the live fast, die young.
Korik would have taken
Leave a sexy
the
corpse
water-
kind of phase.
Korik would have taken the water elemental gem because he kind of recognizes it from what Daquan used. So he figures that it'll be something similar, and the thing that Daquan used kept him alive. So Yeah, he'll take that.
Sense to me.
I think Finney's gonna go out onto the ship and find one of the crew members or like the Bull Shark Marines or something, and sort of instruct them to, however, apply the flotsam to the ship. She's not really sure what to do with that, but she has it.
Yeah. They look at you like, I don't know how to do that. Like, imagine, yeah, like it's literally just like kind of like a weird like trashy paste, and it's living coral that's going to grow and harden around the ship, giving you better like just kind of like armor, like reinforced wood and armor, and filling like the hole, like, you know, there's a hole in the back of your ship that got shot by a cannon. But yeah, like this is sort of like, they're like, do we just smear it on? What do you?
She just she 100% just shrugs, and she's like, do we not have crew to specifically work on the ship? Is that something that Daquan left me without? And I think she just gets frustrated and is just like, I don't know, put it somewhere, and just walks off because she doesn't know what to do. What's more.
Yeah.
Fucking Daquan.
That should be an make a note. We should definitely consider going back to having an inspirational trigger about cursing Daquan for leaving you in charge.
100%.
That seems like a good one for you. Yeah. So so the bull sharks, I guess, they're gonna like guess and do their best work. Yeah. So I guess there's like not really like a good goodbye between us and Molos for now. It's kind of just like we leave and Molos stays, and the goodbye is in the silence, and like we know that this is like a change.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Right. So you get back up on the Black Storm, and while we're doing all of these changes, this is the first time we can like rest. And we take everyone takes a long rest and finally levels up to level 6. I feel like at night though, underneath, it's a clear night. Actually, is it? Let me see. Yeah, there's a little bit of rain, and then it clears up at like around like in the evening, but then it clears up and there's just a little bit of clouds, so we can see all the constellations and a big old full moon. I feel like everyone sort of has a pretty vivid dream this night, and including Molos. And I want to ask everybody, like, what is that dream of your character, and like what do they see? It's not necessarily an omen, but maybe just like a distillation of what's been going on so far. Maybe it's an aspiration. Maybe it's a nightmare. When someone has a cool idea, I would love to hear what happens here. But yeah, I feel like there's just sort of like that, like we cut between different parts of the ship, where everyone's sort of resting in like a hammock or kind of like above deck. Or, you know, and after the, you know, clearing out the temple and kind of laying down and kind of examining this whole spot, the dying coral that's like slowly being brought back. We see like a little bit of like the dead coral like getting broken off, and we see the still living part still under it, knowing that's gonna eventually heal, the first sign of the healing. Yeah, and what's everyone kind of like? What's everyone's dreams? What do they tell us?
I think that Bajko's dream is of swimming endlessly and chasing after something in the distance that at first it looks like it's a shark. Mm-hmm. But then even though he never gains on it, it becomes larger. And kind of turns around and looks back at him, and it's got Vanta's face. And so it's just like a constant, like, just chase dream. He's just going and going and going and not getting anywhere.
Never able to catch up to your sister.
Yeah.
So is that considered is that a nightmare for Bashko?
I've kind of.
Right.
Um.
Can I add to this something here?
Yeah.
Can I add, like, does this, like, do you wake up, like, maybe like you wake up in the middle of the night or in the morning or so, like when you do like kind of stir, and I think someone else might be like, you know, one of the bull sharks are kind of awake and they see you like this. Do you look vulnerable after this dream, and like do you like lash out? Do you like kind of like intimidate them when they kind of like see you in this sort of vulnerable kind of thing, or not, or like what are you looking at?
I think I looked vulnerable just before I woke up.
Yeah.
But as soon as I snapped to consciousness, like I come full focus, and like I see someone looking at me.
Yeah.
And I'm gripping my javelin, which I had been sleeping with this entire time. And I just grip it a little bit harder, and I just look at them and I'm like, what are you looking at?
They just stammer and they look away, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. I'm into it.
I think Finny dreams of. I think she has a dream where it's just her and this alone in this endless sort of room. And I think as she like walks, she begins to see these, what she would recognize sort of as the threads of fate closing in on her and sort of wrapping around her and like suffocating, that kind of thing, just squeezing tightly. As she sort of tries to escape it, she can't.
Oh. Yeah. When your purpose begins to feel more like some say when you have a purpose it's freeing, but to you it kind of feels almost a little claustrophobic.
Yeah.
It's the pressure and this fate and stuff is a struggle. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So everyone's, I like it. Okay. A lot of stress.
Yeah. Korok is in Istis's web again. That he's seen before. He's been there before, and the holographic threads kind of come together into like a movie screen, and he sees Sassarin below, and there's this explosion of purple, very dark energy that explodes out of the center of Sassarin, and then it comes to the border of the screen and it starts tearing apart the like threads of fate, and it like bursts through the screen, and that's where he wakes up.
Yeah. Dauntless as ever. Cool. What about you, Henley? What do we see with Molos?
Well, not as dark, obviously. He simply dreams of what this temple might look like when it's complete and when it's cleansed, you know. Yeah. And for him, it's like it's something that motivates him, you know.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's the idea of like being at the base of a mountain, being like,
and you're only halfway up.
Do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
yeah.
Let's do it. I get it. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, I didn't realize that was spamming shit on the thing. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're good.
I do that all the time when I'm
Yeah.
trying to enter stuff on those, especially the proficiency ones. I'm always
Mhm.
accidentally pressing those buttons.
Yeah, because the gear like sits on top of the thing. All right.
Mhm.
Oh, like okay. Simmer down, roll 20. Simmer down. I know. I got the feeling a lot when I do this stuff.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I have one more order of business before we can kind of like shove off here. What are the funeral rites for the bull sharks? For the
Oh yeah,
the
that's a good
fallen
question.
the fallen bull shark. I mean, one's kind of permanently missing in action, but the other one, they were outside the temple. Now it's possible they could have been buried like at the temple too, right? That was considered, but I'm not
I
sure
thought
if Istis
the other
wants to
bull
do
sharks
something.
said
Yeah.
that they did not want him lost underwater forever. So
Right.
I think we would respect that.
Oh, I thought they were cool with that.
No, they thought it
were
was
they?
weird as fuck. That doesn't mean they wouldn't
Yeah.
do it, but like there might have been having to like you have had to like convince them of like the significance of like the natural world and like becoming part of this. You know what I mean? Rather than
I think
I remember there being okay with it, but yeah, that's fine.
what is Finny's opinion?
Yeah.
I think
So Finny would, the minute she got back on the ship, I think she would ask what the bull sharks preferred themselves, because she could perform funeral rites if they wanted something more traditional. But I also think she would try to convince them that the Marine died in the service of helping out this druidic tribe. It might be sort of an honorific to go by their funeral rites. I mean, they died helping out these people. We should probably respect them.
yeah, because like, well, the bull sharks are not a particularly religious bunch, even though now they are sort of in the service of a cleric and fight, shoulder to shoulder with a paladin of Istis, as well as they take their most direct orders from a devout follower of, was it Vathris, right? Is that the right name, Bajko? Vathris is your obscure revenge god?
Obscure god, revenge god.
I think that's where
Vathris,
yeah,
yes.
Vathris. Okay, my notes are right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so like and obviously like being Marines and stuff, they worship what's her name? No, the other ones in my notes for the ocean gods, which I don't remember offhand. Not Heronius, obviously. The ocean gods. Underscore. It's in my notes somewhere. That's fine. They have some sort of like pantheonic kind of appreciation here. But I kind of want to see if you want to convince them of like I will lead the rites here, or not. What I guess if it's not like a big deal, I guess they're just going to do their sort of like pan ocean.
I mean, if they wanted like an ocean funeral, Finian's never been the type to force her religion on anyone. It's her special thing. If that's what they wanted to do, she would be 100% on board with that. She wants to honor the dead, and they clearly know this Marine better than she does. She just wants to do right by the dead.
It was a volunteer mission, right? They knew what they were getting into when doing it. And I think maybe a reason why they were doing it because I think they do want an Istis funeral rites. So like what do you think that is like?
I think that it is. I don't think it's anything like strange or off the charts weird. But I think it's like mostly the difference is in what I think some funerals would be like, oh, this person was taken too soon. I think it's mostly different in the sort of message that the words that Finney says is sort of, Our Lady of Fate. That this was their time to go. This was fated from the moment they were put on the earth, that kind of thing. It's not sort of the whole little spiel that Finney gives about it being meant to be and not fighting fate. But I do think it's sort of the normal sort of like funeral pyre out at sea, that kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah. And there's definitely mongering amongst the bull sharks. If they might want to change their name because they're like fuck sharks at this point.
Fuck these sharks now.
Yeah, they changed their name from bull sharks to fuck sharks. That's
They're trying to they're not sure if they are. But it's definitely like, yeah, man, it seems weird. It's a little leaves a little bit of a bad taste in their mouths right now. But
yeah, I think that I mean, if that's something they wanted to do, 100% she would. That's not gonna hurt anything.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. Then also in the morning, assuming that like the bull sharks tried their best putting the coral out on the ship. Let's say first mate here, Bajko. Can you just roll a d20 for me? No modifiers, just a d20. 13.
yeah, got it.
Yeah. There's little threads of like some sort of let's go with like a yellow. So like imagine sort of like a gray, like a light gray kind of paste, and like in there is sort of like the beginning veins of yellow that is sort of going through the hull of where like the holes of the ship are, where this paste was applied. And so the coral is beginning to take. It's going to take a while to actually like harden your hull and everything like that, but
Sure.
things are happening. Your ship is becoming home to coral. Yeah.
Good.
Cool. All right. And I guess after everyone's kind of stirred and had their breakfast, the crew will ask Finney, all right, Captain, where to?
I think she looks at Korg and Boschko and asks if they want to return to, I can't remember the name of the thing because I haven't played in 84 years. The place where I was attacked by the slide.
Can we see the map of the coast?
That
Yeah.
would make sense.
It's a good idea. I forgot we had one of those.
Yeah, it'd just be nice to see.
Yeah.
There we go. I brought you over here.
Or she brings up, does Boschko want to go to those ruins at is it Timoachan?
Yeah, Tomokan.
Tomorrow.
Timoachan? Because wasn't that something that you wanted to, like, Boschko had something to do there, and she promised they'd go.
It's true.
That's true. We promised we'd go.
If that's where we want to go next, we're not that far.
Good. Yes. Let's go.
Mhm.
On the way the whole time.
Yeah, then I think she would instruct the crew to set sail for Timoachan.
Okay. So you're kind of like out here right now. These are actually, yeah. I like the idea. As you're making your way to Timoachan, on the horizon is the forward horizon, Desolate Pearl ship, who is coming to reconvene with you, probably after getting fresh water from the mouth of the river. So on your way, Yeah, the bull sharks are like, oh shit. And they're all kind of looking like, I bet you Pearl doesn't know about what happened to Daquan. And they're all kind of looking at like, who's gonna tell her? Being like, I don't want to be the one to
Not
tell
it.
her. I don't want to be the one to tell her. And now he's looking at you three.
I mean, I think I'm looking at Finny probably as captain.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I think Finny has accepted that it's going to be her responsibility.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So there's a brief meeting between you all. Maybe we do zoom in here a little bit. The deck of the Forward Horizon. It definitely looks like they've had to do some onboard repairs before too. Clearly they were in a couple of fights with some stuff. But Desolate Pearl and everyone looks great as ever. She asked about Daquan, like, hey, how's it going? Oh, where's Blacksail?
Yeah, it takes Finny a minute to get up the courage to step forward. But she looks at Desolate Pearl. So none of us are really sure 100% what happened. But Daquan had something that he disappeared.
She like gets in your face and being like, tell me. Not being sure what happened is not enough, especially coming from you, follower of destinies.
I'm not really sure what that is supposed to imply. So he had some gem from a slad, and when he tried to use it, you know how Daquan is. He's very impulsive and doesn't think a lot of his decisions through. And so when he tried to use it, he just poof, right in front of our eyes.
Damned fool.
You're not wrong.
Oh. She takes a moment of silence to be like, idiot to him, It's like, she lets out a deep breath and goes, well, how about my bull sharks?
We've lost one, but two. But they're wonderful fighters and a wonderful crew, and they're doing what you trained them to do. I don't think they like the name Bull Sharks anymore, though.
What do you mean? They're the ones that came up with it.
It's a little testy now.
What did you do?
I did nothing. Just when one of them died, sharks might just be their least favorite kind of aquatic animal now.
That's just because they're green. They'll get used to it.
If you say so.
Yeah. Trust me. I've been in this business for a long time. It's a wound. It's a little sore. It's a bruise. But afterwards, I'll see it as a sense of pride. Trust me.
Oh, all right. I will take your word for it.
Atta girl. Puts her hand on your shoulder. She gets pricked by the little beetle things on your armor. Sharp.
Happens all the time. Imagine having to wear it.
Cut to you walking into any place and getting snagged by every single
exactly.
claw. You're like, oh, god damn. Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna be off gallivanting around Naresbin. But just wanted to check in and saw your ship, saw the black sails, and wanted to make sure everything's. Saw the lightning bolts on the side of your ship.
It makes it go faster.
She chuckles. Well, take care and thanks again for everything.
Thank you
Yeah.
for still supporting this without Daquan. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah, I know, but you got this. Don't take any shit from anyone.
I'll try.
Cool. Yeah, and then they're gonna ready to depart. As you guys continue on to Tomoakin. Is there anything else anybody wanted to say or anything to the crew, or do you want to say anything to Desolate Pearl or thank her or thank the crew or anybody, or we head off?
I don't think people.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty fair. I know you're all very one track. We do the thing. I'm cool with it, though. Okay. So we get to the outside of Tomoakin. You do not see any ships immediately outside of Tomoakin. However, you get sort of not necessarily demonic vibes, but when I say it reminisces a little bit of the cove from way back where we first encountered the Savage Tide. But there's certainly a lot of sort of jetsam and flotsam all around this place. Looks like old parts of ships and barrels, broken barrels and all of that sort of stuff. A broken mast, a little crow's nest. It's kind of just floating around, kind of like if people dumped a bunch of trash into a pond. It's just kind of sitting there. It's all mucky. It's got the foam and all that nasty stuff. Just doesn't look very nice here. However, further in the jungles, you can definitely see sort of some either game trails or hiking or sort of tracking trails that lead into sort of what you would imagine is sort of the larger city of Tomoakin. Out here, you can see maybe a couple sort of stone pillars and things that maybe resembled from a long time ago. That this maybe once used to be a bustling harbor, but since then it's all been into disrepair. One more thing is that I think you hear the sounds of an accordion.
Would Bajko or Quark pay attention to it? Finny would 100% because that's just strange. But would Quark and Bajko be one track mind? Their Bajko's going to whatever he wanted to look for, that kind of thing.
Where is it? I think I would be interested.
You're about to undock. Or disembark is the word I was thinking of. You're about to disembark from sort of the rowboat or whatever, into onto shore. And as you're getting close and stuff, and you're going through this sort of flotsam stuff, you kind of hear the faint sounds coming from not too far into the jungle. The sounds of an accordion.
I mean, I think I'd be interested in that just because, why is there an accordion here? It's out of place.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they disembark, Finny is just looking at Quark and Bajko I don't have some kind of weird accordion seasickness, right? I actually hear this. You hear it too?
Yeah, I hear it.
Yeah. Let's check it out. Finny, it might be best if you stay close.
Yeah.
Trust me, I always try to. Try not to get lost. Can't help that.
This is D&D 101. People being scared of an accordion. Right?
I don't know if scared's the word if you just see a big half orc running at you with a battle axe. Is it scared?
Yeah. Yeah, you get like three. You get two in this game. We have two half orcs that run at you with giant weapons.
And then a little human just like, I'm sorry, I told them not to do it.
You pass a couple broken so like there's some pillars and stuff, and some more like ruins are kind of claimed here in the jungle, but sort of almost made of like a brighter, like lighter stone. Like imagine these stones are sort of like that dark gray, but these are like made of almost like a marble or like a sandstone light statues of people. Like that have been like crumbled and broken, kind of like, you know, Ozymandias style. Like there's just like a head around, and then maybe there's like some feet here, but it looks to be maybe like 2 or 3 people.
So Finny is 100% sure, like 100% posturing herself behind Boshko and Cork. She's letting them lead the way. But while she's doing that, I definitely think she's like looking around them and trying to see if she can spot whatever's making this, you know, where this magic accordion is.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Cork is going to use his divine sense to feel if there's any what does it feel for? Celestial fiend or undead.
Nope. Just a bunch of jungle and an accordion. So how about so Henley? They're going to come across you playing your accordion. So I want to ask you a little bit about introducing your character here. Where you would be, what kind of song that we were hearing, and all of that.
Okay, so I assume that you'd come up on like just a quaint little camp, just a little thing, little fire, little sleeping roll. Maybe there's a bit of something sizzling, probably nuts and fruits sizzling, like in a pan or something along those lines. Here's this, you know, eyes closed, playing the accordion, sitting on a rock. It's probably kind of a little melancholy. Maybe a little bluesy, I guess. I don't know. Like, it's definitely not like a happy-go-lucky jive that you might expect to hear out of an accordion. But, you know, no one's around, so he's just doing what he's doing, you know. Pinnell is a macaw as well. So he is orange, blue, green, you know, all the colors of a macaw rainbow. He's got a big sort of, what do you call the feathers on the top of the head? Like crest? No, crest is the chest. Like
Plume?
Just something. Plume. Yes, that's a good word. Thank you. He's got a bright blue plume, and his face is mostly dark feathers, like black and dark blues and stuff like that. What he's wearing, like he doesn't have weapons at his belt, but there's like weapons like lying next to his like bedroll or whatever. He himself is wearing just like, I guess sort of like town clothes. I guess they look kind of ragged, but you know, he's in his own little moment there.
Sure, that makes sense.
When Finny sees this macaw playing this accordion, she like grabs Korik and Boshko by the arms and is just like, don't do anything rash. Don't attack unless you are attacked, is what I'm trying to say here. And
Following you, Korik.
Go ahead. Sorry, Dempsey.
No, well, I mean, he's clearly not ready for a fight. We could easily take him out.
Korik. The biggest face palm right now. Korik, why would your mind go, you know what? We'll talk about this later. And she steps aside and like just clears her throat very loudly to make their presence known. Just hello?
He'll keep playing and open, like crack one eye, like, and just sort of look around and just he'll just finish, like, it won't stop abruptly, but he'll just sort of like wind it down, and then he'll put the accordion aside and step up and he'll brush himself off, and he's like, hello, travelers. It's good to see you all. It's very weird to see some humans or other people outside in this, well, I guess ruins, right?
Is this your home? Are we intruding? I'm very sorry.
Oh no. Don't take the wrong idea here. I wouldn't live in something like this. This is dirty.
Good to know. She elbows Boshko. To her, it's hard. Boshko just probably felt a thump. But she's like, we're here for explain, Boshko.
What was the rumor that I heard about this place?
You were given a map.
That's why I put it off on you.
Dang it. We heard that this is where Vanthus went, right?
Yep. You were given a map by someone in town, and told that Vanthus was also given a map like this.
Yeah.
And sent here. You're not in like where the X marks the spot part of the map yet, right? You're just kind of getting started here now that it told you to sort of like land around this area, and kind of it's like a week's march or so into the greater place, and you can see sort of, and based on your glimpses of the jungle and where you've been been so far, it looks like it's kind of denoting like a kind of like a hill temple of some kind, maybe like a ziggurat, sort of out here. You think that like based on sort of like, when you kind of look up, there's a lot of foliage and that kind of stuff, but from the sea you can kind of see there's a couple of these sort of like broken things around, scattered, almost like stars in this night sky, around here, and you think that maybe like it's probably suggesting one of these things further into the jungle.
Okay, yeah. I hold up the map and I'm like, I have a map, and I had it on good authority that this was Vanthus has the same map.
I like clap my hands together and I'm just like, oh, you're seekers of fortune. Excellent.
I'm seeker of Vanthus.
Not particularly fortune. And I think she like describes Vanthus really quickly. Have you seen someone who fits this description?
What is that description? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I had to look at. Can you have a picture of him on here, Eric?
I do have a picture of Vanthus on here.
Thought you did. He
I
looks like Orlando Bloom, right?
Yeah, he looks like Orlando Bloom.
Have you seen Orlando Bloom?
Yeah.
Like an evil Orlando Bloom.
I can bring it up here.
Evil Orlando Bloom.
Yeah, evil Orlando Bloom is correct. I'll show it up on screen.
You can tell because he has red veins of evilness.
That was the mustache.
It's the pencil thin mustache. That's really it.
Yeah.
There's only one person. There's only one good person in the entirety of history that ever wore a pencil thin mustache, and that's
okay. I see it on this. I see it on the stream. Okay, that's like
it's in the handouts of Roll20.
Have I seen a man with a mustache? No, can't say I have.
No man at all.
I like look around. And I'm just like, no, I don't think there's many mans around here.
Oh, right.
In fact, I came here to get away from most mans.
I still think he could be here, or we could find signs of him at the spot here on this map.
Come, sit by my fire and tell me about what you're doing here. My name is Pinnell. I am an inspiring bard. I'd love to hear your tales.
that explains the accordion. I don't. She's just looking very nervously to Korik and Boschko. Do we have time to explain everything?
Why
Dear,
don't
there's always time for a story.
I don't
Please.
think so. We're on a mission.
I have nuts and fruit, and they are cooking.
I mean, it won't hurt just to take a little break, right? How well do you know this island? You know?
You know,
Eric, how
Fairly
long have
well.
I been here now? Yeah.
yeah, you've been here for a couple weeks. I think you've met in this time. I think you've met one person here in like the past couple weeks who was also a gnomish researcher who went out into the jungles. Curiously enough, kind of around the same place that that this party has. This is just information that you have, right? That the party doesn't yet. They were also, the researcher was also following a similar map like this.
Okay. It's like I've
you-
been here a couple of weeks now, and I must say I don't tire of ever seeing fallen ruins of the man, and I'm here hoping for a story. And what do you know? A story arrived.
Well, we just Finny is like slowly walking over, very cautiously, so like Boschko and Korik also follow her lead. Hopefully, she's walking over very cautiously and sort of sitting down. We just my friends here just helped a druidic tribe under the water to save a temple. It was very, very, very heroic from what I've been told.
Interesting. I've been underwater. I don't care much for it. How did they? Was it very deep? Like a couple of feet, maybe? Maybe deeper?
She's just looking at Korik.
Are you talking about a bird bath?
Yeah.
Okay.
Much deeper.
Really? I
Give
suppose
us
you came
magic.
up squeaky clean.
I like look at myself like probably.
You're the cleanest I've been in a while.
I mean, yeah, like I didn't even think about that part. I just kind of look at myself like, I guess this is clean.
This is the best they've smelt in a very long time, so
I do agree that bathing is generally a very good course of action. But do tell me, druidic people that live under the ocean, I find it hard to believe that anyone would want to live that far down.
they weren't human or like yourself. I think they were the sort made for it.
Aha. Yes. Well, I wouldn't wish it upon anyone to be under the ocean. It's dreadful down there. Cold, wet.
She like points at Boschko's map. Are you familiar with any of these places on this map?
I mean, I guess so. I've been here for a couple of weeks, but so I was like, I mean, as much as one can be familiar with an area after a couple of weeks of investigation. Mind you, I tend to get a bird's eye view on a lot of things, so perhaps I can help you find what you're looking for.
I gave you some insight here. I messaged you in Discord.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. What you would know.
Hold up. My brain is talking to me. Give me a second.
Yeah, no problem.
Uh-huh. How the fuck do you even say that?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. All right. Sure. Give me a second. Okay. So I'm looking at the map, munching on some nuts and some cooked pineapple or whatever it is that's around here. And I'll look at the map. It's like, oh yes, this area right here. No, you shouldn't go there.
Yeah. This is the X. This is like where you're supposed to go.
Why would you want to go there? There is only giant lizards that live there. Nothing else. Trust me, I can see treasure from a very long distance away, and there is nothing worth of note over there except for lizards and other lizards and perhaps even more lizards.
Lizards are not treasure.
We're not.
I
Really
agree
here-
with you.
We're not really here for treasure, particularly not the shiny kind, at least that you seem interested in. We're here more for we have things to finish up with this person we're looking for. This was our.
Well, I
our
can
next
guarantee
lead.
that this person, unless they are a lizard themselves, would not be in that temple.
I mean, it honestly, very well could be at this point. We really don't know.
Wait, you said temple.
Yes. The lizards have quite handily made it their lair, and if I had to put it in words that would persuade you not to go there, it is death, decay, and a lost cause, if I've ever seen one before.
Surprisingly, those are the words we run straight forward to.
Very well, then it is a clean bath with lots of suddly bubblies.
I don't like it. We should definitely avoid it.
I'm out.
Done.
Um,
Death, decay, I'm here for, but bats, no.
I look at Finny and Badgecoat and I say, it sounds like something we're looking for.
Yeah, that's why I don't really like it much.
We might need to go there.
Yeah.
What has inspired all of you to throw away your lives? Was it a book? Did you read about some great hero and you want to emulate him? Perhaps it was a song. Maybe you heard of riches and fortune inside of this place.
This man.
Don't tell me it's simply because of.
This
I
man was searching for this man. He
Mm,
murdered
I-
my sister. I need to get revenge.
Revenge,
Interesting.
justice. Justice is a big one.
Destiny.
Destiny and fate.
You know, I haven't read a good revenge story in a very long time. They seem to have gone out of fashion lately. I would be very interested in documenting your travels. Perhaps if you were to eventually get revenge on this person, I can eloquently put it in such a way that people would see you as a hero rather than a vicious murderer.
They're going to see us that way either way. So, yeah, I mean, you're more than welcome to join us. Is all you do the music part, though?
Well, my dear, music is life, and the histories, they will make you into a great human being. I'm assuming that people in the books and the stories were not as valiant as they are on paper. That is what a bard does. A bard will make you live forever.
Can you defend yourself with a sword or your weapon of choice is what I'm asking more.
I like the idea that you just sort of like pan over to his like belt there. He's got like a bandolier of like hand crossbows, and he's got like two sabers on the side. He's like, yes, I do believe I can fend myself off, though. I have to advise the best way to live is to not actually die. So maybe we should stay away from too many situations where lizards want to consume the facial muscles. I don't have a whole lot of those, but everyone needs them. They are how you emote. Without them, you're just a
bag of hollow bones.
That's actually brilliant. I take out a little pad, lick it, and it's
Okay. She looks back at Korg and Boschko. Perhaps we should let our new friend, companion, guide us or travel alongside us to this location.
I would be honored if you would allow me to do such a thing.
I mean, what more could one more hand hurt, right?
Well, I mean, if he can fight and we don't have to babysit him, It'll be fine.
Yeah, I think it'll be great. We should probably go get on the way. If there's a lot of these lizard things here, I'm having a little bit of a bad memories of them. We should probably at least go so we can, sort of get maybe a leg up. Finney's going through PTSD right now. Hardcore.
Yeah.
Very well. What is everyone's full name so that I might write this in greater detail?
I'm Finian Cragwolf, but you can call me Finny.
Very well. And your half-orc companions?
And Boshko.
Boshko... Boshko. Very well.
Yep, that's correct.
And you, my good man?
Korak.
Korak?
Korak Manto.
Very well. Is that with a U or a T?
Both. It's both.
Both. I think
Interesting.
it's both.
I will take various guesses, and I'll see which one looks better on paper.
I don't care. We need to get going.
Very well. Let me roll up my camp and stamp out these embers, and I will be right with you.
Yeah, I think Finny helps you take your camp down too.
Oh, it's literally just a sleeping bag and a little fire, so
Oh, great.
it's not a huge amount. Like, yeah.
Mhm.
Because as you'll probably note, Eric Okra are kind of claustrophobic, so you know.
She looks at Boshko, the map, and is just like, "Do you want to lead the way, or would you like me to, or do you have this under control?"
I'll hand you the map. I don't know how to read.
Yeah.
Then yeah, she I think Finny looks at the map and then like begins to follow the way toward the X.
Okay. Well, you don't have to. It's not too much of a party journey through the jungle. You pass by several more ruins. You find sort of like an old stone. So like once was a road that's been sort of like patches here and there, like old cobblestone type stuff that's been around and that sort of reclaimed. I'm sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Pinel could be like recanting little like facts about how they would make these stones and that kind of stuff here. The weather.
That'd be
yeah,
very over accentuated. So like like talking about the stones were made with the lives of 1,000 human beings. Apparently, they forged them using slave labor and. Not one stone was carried by one person. No, it was several people carrying several stones at the same time. Saved a lot of hassle, but it also broke a lot of the slaves fairly quickly.
What if it was one man with 6 stones?
The entire mine is run by one Australian man. Good old Futurama.
So, yeah, you travel about 20 minutes or so into the jungle. That's when you I think it would be fair to say that it's probably Pinel who would identify the statue, but it's that gnome person. It's that gnome person. It's the gnomish explorer that you met earlier. Okay, and he has to get up for a second. Damn.
It's the gnomish explorer, but he's a statue?
Yes.
I love
that
this.
sandstone.
I love it so much. Makes me so happy.
That white kind of sandstone. Without a shadow of a doubt, that there's a partially broken statue here that looks very fresh, not covered in vines. But of that statue, you can definitely see that is the head of a terrified gnomish explorer, your friend Vistal. You never got his last name. But Vistal.
He's dead though. No, I would have got his last name.
Oh yeah. Then his name is Long. Let's just say he went with Longfellow because it's really hard to pronounce Gnomish last names.
Yeah, sure. So this is just his head on top of a statue?
It's as though he was turned to stone.
The craftsmanship here is very interesting.
Why do you say that?
Well, I highly suspect that this is my companion that came through here earlier. As you denote, he is not a human and he does not have a mustache.
This is okay.
Would I have fought something that could turn people to stone in the arena?
Probably not. They probably don't mess with that stuff.
Okay.
Only because there's a severe risk of people watching it if it like looked at the crowd, you know, like probably not. You know, you've heard of creatures that can do it, but they're no threat to you, right? Like they're beneath your challenge rating, right? Like you're like, it could do that. That's fine.
Like whatevs.
Yeah.
I mean, Korok's pretty strong.
For a sense of dramatic irony, Dave, Panel would know this thing is not a normal basilisk, right?
Great.
Like, you know, this thing is not a normal thing that turns things to stone, right? And so like you've heard of creatures that turn things to stone, and you're like, you know that they're kind of small in this one, but you know the one that lives in this temple, why it's a lost cause is because it's not like a normal one. And
I mean, I think even Finney would know what a basilisk is, but not know it's something like this.
Yeah, you've heard of lizards that turn people to stone before. And you're like, okay,
so
just be careful.
I'm assuming you've heard of the basilisk before, but have you heard of the Nega basilisk?
The super macho basilisk.
From the Shadow Realm.
This basilisk has claimed more than 400 lives.
This is not to be offensive, new companion friend. Is that an
Please.
exaggeration?
That's what my father calls me. Call me Pennell.
Oh, what a great relationship he must have with his father. Is this an exaggeration for your stories, or is that an actual number that you might know?
Let me just say that it is not a number that comes because of how easily it kills things. No, it comes because it has taken on many a foe, and it has lived far longer than any adventurer that's come in here to deal with it. So I would say, yes, it is deserving of the number. While it might be a lot larger than that, I simply wanted to make it
larger. Okay.
A round number, because round numbers are a little easier to digest. It's probably closer to something like 407.
Okay. He might be right, Bashko. This might be a lost cause.
We've come so far.
But honestly, what are the chances that Vanthus has come through here and survived? Right?
I look around at the party. Does anyone have a pencil thin mustache?
No.
No.
Well, perhaps if we draw mustaches on our faces.
Bashko does have a piece of bone sticking through his nose, but it's a little bit thicker than a pencil thin mustache.
And Korok is like half fish, half orc. So
that's normal though. That's normal.
It's normal. He's like slimy and he has like scales and like random spots.
It's great. Okay. How close are we to the X, Eric? Like the temple area? Like, would we come out of the jungle to it? Or...
You're still about 20 minutes or so away right now, like when you encountered the gnome body. That's kind of like where we're at right now. I wanted to point that in case something happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, otherwise we can kind of like cut to the opening of this place.
But perhaps we should just okay, we'll get a little closer and just... What's wrong with exploring it, right? This is an exploratory mission.
Yeah.
Famous last words. I will write them down.
Oh, no. Yeah.
If you wanted to make any preparations for fighting something that you know can turn things to stone, this would be a good time.
What?
Does anyone happen to have any mirrors that they might have?
Nope.
I don't shine my armor.
Eric, here's what I will do.
Mhm.
I will click my heels together and say, "Fala luz," and my armor will transform into very shiny plate mail. Like full body, very shiny plate mail.
So it's like kind of trying to be reflective.
Yes.
Okay.
Like incredibly, like almost mirrored.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I will lift my little
Yeah.
thingy.
Yeah. You
and
look
I'll
like
say-
Sir Lancelot from Excalibur.
Yeah. I'll say, "I'm ready for battle."
Well,
Especially with
I'm-
one who can turn people to stone.
I'm glad someone is.
I'm
And then I'll start
I'm gonna
waddling towards the entrance.
I'm gonna cast aid on the three of us, me, Finny, and Bajko.
Sure.
So
That gives us temporary hit points.
it increases your maximum amount of hit points by 5 for 8 hours.
Nice.
Good spell.
Cool.
like-
Nice.
It's like for most classes, it's like here's another level of hit points.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'll say, you two stay close.
Don't have to worry about that.
Obviously thinking about my aura of protection.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, the jungle parts to reveal ruins of a kind of like a large open chamber. It looks like to be kind of like cut or carved or hewn out of stone, of sort of like this larger hill face. This was one of those large ziggurats as you're coming up to it. That you've passed images of pouncing and stalking like jaguars, sort of like coming up to this clearing. And sort of around you are dozens of old, moldy, stuffed jungle cats, as well as unweathered statues of several adventurers, kind of dressed in sort of leathers and chain.
Any of them look like Vanthus.
Yeah, looking around for a pencil thin mustache.
I'm looking for that delicately carved into stone pencil thin mustache.
No.
Yeah, it turns out like our entire revenge quest is getting sidelined. He just got to a basilisk. It's fine.
Basilisk got to him before we did.
I mean, I was hoping for that.
Yeah.
Finny
It starts
is
raining.
great. Yeah, she's where she was like leading, looking to the map. Now that they've gotten here, she's definitely backed behind Korik and Bashka. She knows her place.
Yeah.
And I think she's definitely looking around and like keeping her eyes and ears open for any sounds of a basilisk or anything.
Yeah. You can see that they're sort of like as you're approaching the sort of entrance to this sort of temple. You could see that there are several other passageways further into the temple, maybe like 5 or so total, and 3 of them are been collapsed in. And from your vantage point, you can see there's sort of like a Y, like 2 of the branches are still kind of open, but it's dark. You can't see that far. You definitely hear something coming from the, let's just call it the right passage, because it's technically like the 45-degree passage and the
Bless you.
70,
Thank you.
60, 70-degree passage. You know, it's like they were going this way. You know, or like, you know, the 1 o'clock position and the 4 o'clock position on a clock. Yeah.
She looks at the party and just, well, any particular way calling your heart?
Want to see if this thing's home?
Uh-huh.
Perhaps I can play a jaunty tune and have it draw itself out.
Right to us. That sounds great. Yeah.
Yeah, do you want to try that?
If you do it, Finny is ducking behind the half-orcs. Oh, God, no.
I mean, that's definitely the right answer.
We've never made a smart decision in our lives in this game. Why start today?
Who knows?
All right. So is there like a lip to this thing above the door that I can sit on?
No, it's kind of like more like a cave or anything like that. It kind of like just kind of slopes down. Oh, you mean like sit above? Oh, okay. Oh, wait. I see what you're saying. Yeah. No, let's say there is. Let's say there is because it's kind of like it's a ziggurat, so there's like stepwise stuff. So you could totally sit up on a ledge. You'd be like
so I'll
like
sit
100
up there.
feet up or so.
100 feet up?
Yeah. It's about.
Okay.
When
Would
you
I
go
be
up there,
able
you
to-
just hear Finny. You hear Finny go, "Yep, right out of the way of attack. This is great. This is wonderful."
Would you like to babysit me, perhaps?
You're doing fine. She's just scared. It's not even offensive. She's just terrified.
Let's go.
So I'll play as loud as I can to sort of draw this thing out.
Oh,
Sure.
God.
What would you like from me? A tool?
No, there's no. I don't think there's any role here. I think playing an accordion near this thing is definitely not what it wants. You know. So I
Sure.
think.
But I want the other people, my audience, to feel like they can enjoy the music. Eric Vogel.
Our last song before we die.
Exactly.
We'll return to stone.
So it won't do anything, but I would still like to roll.
Sure. Then this is a performance check.
You sure it's not a tool check? Because instruments are a tool. So
Oh, then yeah, let's do that actually.
woof, that's good. That's what I want to hear.
That's a natural 1, so it's a 6.
Song of my people.
It's beautiful.
You know,
I'm a little nervous.
You know, there's
I
like
wonder why.
you know how there's like these really bad kazoo covers of like Jurassic Park and like the trumpets. It just sounds horrible. Your
I just think
accordion
of it
does not
being-
sound good right now.
I'm thinking of it as like the flute cover of the Titanic theme.
Yeah.
That's exactly.
Like the recorder.
But
is horrible.
accordion.
Yeah. It's just like really just janky. Not great. If it was Guitar Hero, you would be booed, and you'd get game overed.
I love that. First roll, I'm making the characters a fucking 1.
Yeah.
Good.
Hey, you're getting
Get him out of the way.
Yeah, you're getting them out of the way. Exactly. The next one's gonna be a crit, right? That's how that works.
Pretty sure. 100% of the time.
Yeah. And so there is a stirring, an erupting roar, coming from inside, in the darkness of this place, as we hear the sounds of many feet, kind of slithering, slinking down, as they stick to the stone. You hear the of the forked tongue, and then in the darkness, kind of like when you look at your dog in the dark and you see the reflection, like from the night. You can see, well, hopefully you're not, several 4 sets of eyes, all silvery, milky, in the dark. And then you see the sort of like, as it gets right at the shadow of like light and dark, because it's really stark light, you can see like the pink forked tongue stick out from the darkness. And then the silhouette of a gargantuan, like the size of a rhinoceros, basilisk.
Yeah.
And our heroes reconsidered their actions and did not defecate in their pants.
Yeah. So you would know, because you're not within 30 feet of it yet, that if you got in within about 30 feet of it, and it's looking at you, it can try to force you to look into its eyes and try to turn you to stone. To be freed from stone requires greater restoration.
Hey, spoiler alert, don't got that.
So-
We already know that. I need greater restoration.
I don't think you're immune to this. But I don't think you know you're
Yeah,
not
that's what I
immune
was-
to it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It doesn't specify that I'm not immune to this. But I don't know. Turning to stone's a totally different thing from disease, fatigue, charm, stunning, or any other pain-related effect.
Has it seen us?
Oh yeah, you know. I don't think you guys said you were hiding. Well, you said you're hiding, but I'm not sure
Finny's
Bajko or
hiding.
Korak are hiding. You're cowering.
Yeah, that's very valid. 100% cowering.
What would I think they're yeah.
I personally think Korak is like standing out, like there, like on the steps of this like temple.
Right.
And he's gonna shield of faith himself.
Mm-hmm.
So-
Okay. So I think what happens is
And Bajko would be right there with you, Korak.
I think
Yeah.
I think the basilisk is definitely going to focus on the sounds of the accordion because it woke it up, right, first. So it's going to be
Mhm.
kind of like turning around and glancing up.
Question.
Well,
Mechanical question. I Bajko doesn't know this, but I do. Is that force you to look in its eyes effect? Is that a charm effect?
No, the gaze effect.
Just checking.
Yep.
It kind of does this, right?
So you know,
And then like look in its eyes. Yeah.
there are rules around like looking at it and stuff. I'll just paste them in chat. Right. So like if you start, if you're not surprised, you can start by avoiding the saving throw, by literally not looking at it. Right.
well,
But if you do it, you can't see the basilisk, and so you're attacking blind.
Finny being the completely not impulsive and not rash person she is just going to sort of stick her hand between Bajko and Korak and cast Guiding Bolt
Mhm.
at the basilisk.
Guiding bolt.
And it doesn't hit.
No.
God damn it.
God bless.
Perhaps if you were looking at it.
All right.
I didn't even roll with disadvantage. It's still fucking missed
So
it.
it's looking up, right? Like it was like looking up, but then like there's like the whiz bang clash of the spell, missing it, and it like turns and immediately looks and it rears and you see it has rows and rows of teeth, it has an extra sharp bite, and then and its eyes like flicker from that milky white to like red. Like you see it, it's almost like dropping food coloring into a pool. Like it's like it goes out of them to red, and it's fucking like it's ready to fight, and hisses. It sees you, and is upset that you're here, and so it's going to try to charge forward. But before we do that, we have to do initiative.
Hell yeah. Can we
Oh,
get?
we-
Do we have a battle map for this? Or
I think we can do a theater of the mind. I don't have a battle mat directly ahead, but if we need one, I can quickly whip it together.
Well,
What do you
can
think?
we at
Do we
least
need
get
it?
something with our
Tokens.
tokens on it so that we can select the tokens when we roll?
You know, your needs. Yeah, that sounds perfect. That sounds perfect.
I was fine without it. Thank you very much. Because I've
I
accepted
mean-
Finney's gonna die.
I never.
Accepted my death.
The thing is, I never cleared
Just be
out.
close.
Never
It's fine.
cleared out
I'll
the
just roll
older one.
initiative. There you go.
Yeah, I think just do initiative.
These rolls today, my rolls are
Nice.
Your
The guy
rolls
with
are
plus
A
5 initiative.
plus.
Can't even get over 15.
great.
Hey.
But you were so
I think
close.
that's good before me.
Yeah, I'm gonna have annually. That sucks. Hold on. Stand by. Not doing that.
Oh, let me.
You go in the temple. Grab.
Everybody.
I should have prepared this.
All good, my man.
How dare you, Eric?
How
not
could
be
you
prepared.
possibly known that we were going to follow the bait that you set for us?
I even debated the hook, and you guys still took it.
No one should be surprised.
I mean,
Listen, you have two very headstrong half-orcs. What else are they gonna do?
On one hand, basilisk that will turn you to stone. Other hand, basilisk that will turn you to soap. Which one do you fight?
stone.
I use piercing gaze of cleanliness.
It pierces through scum.
Bashko drops dead immediately.
Nice exfoliating gaze.
half of Bastion's armor is his like dust and grime, though.
Right? That's how it works. Glad you
What a
understand
mess we
these
are.
things.
And let me throw a basilisk.
Oh shit! Wait, I think I did that. You changed something there.
I did. I
I
moved
mean, I
everyone.
changed something.
I moved
No,
everyone.
I'm on my HP bar. Which one's the red bar? Is it the blue bar? Which one's that?
Yeah, you shouldn't
Yeah.
use that one. I put all the HP on the red bar. Your HP is blank, dude.
Uh-huh. What?
Fine. I don't know. I'm putting 29 into it. It's fine. I fixed it.
Oh.
Um,
I see. Okay, yeah, it does it. It pulls it from the sheet. I get you.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
There's a Batman.
That's weird because when you click the little cog and you go to your token, it has a love heart, which is I assume is HP. So that's weird.
I have to position everybody on the map, but you are 100 feet above.
Just
Oh.
chilling.
There. I'll just quickly freehand this. Say this is the entrance to the cave.
Sweet looking cave.
Right? It's one level of the stone ziggurat. Another level of the stone ziggurat. Dark green. No. Trees.
Statue boys.
Trees. And then, yeah, a bunch of little statues. Look at this. I am a god. Statue. Okay, look at that. That's a tactical map if I've ever seen one. I just have to add turns to everybody. Oh god, what have I done? God, I put out this all in the wrong layer. Hold on.
Out of curiosity, what's everyone's AC right now?
14.
17.
15.
Okay. I'm at 22.
Nice. That plate armor is great.
No, it's not plate armor. It's light armor. Just made to look like
Wait.
plate armor.
Gotcha.
No, wait. Sorry, it's 15 because it's my Dex modifier plus my Con modifier plus 1 because I have the sash of magic armor.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
So it's 19 when I have a reaction, and it's 22. 19 when I don't have a reaction, 22 when I do. Damn it, Eric Volgaris. How dare you go before me?
Finn got 7.
7. Yeah,
Bajko,
good number.
18. Auric, 18. Okay, sword descending. Okay, order is as follows. Bajko and Korik, you can act before the creature.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Get in
What's
there
the
and
plan?
hit it with a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna do it. All right. So I think I'm going to start off by entering a frenzy, which is a rage.
What?
And then I am going to charge at this thing. How far away is it? Me. Come on. Ah!
There you go. About 60 feet away. 50 feet.
Blah.
Mhm.
45 feet is just barely too far for me to make it in one.
Uh-oh.
Okay. So I will go ahead and blindly. I will rush towards it blindly, and hide behind this statue boy. Hide. But while I'm doing that, I'm going to throw my javelin in its general direction.
Okay.
It's just disadvantage for blind attacks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But yeah, with disadvantage, blind attack, throw it. That's 16, still not bad.
That will hit its armor.
Paching.
You get close to it. Yeah. It slices it for 7. It tickles.
No, actually, I forgot to hit my rage button. It's 9.
9.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't look phased.
I'm not looking at it, so I don't know.
Ah, it doesn't sound phased.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Auric.
Yeah. I'm gonna run to my movement right there. I think that's where it was. And I'm gonna swear a vow of enmity on the monster.
Okay.
And then shut my eyes real tight.
Okay. Then it's the Basilisk's turn. And it's going to be moving up. And it's going to go after you, Korik, because it thinks you're more delicious than Bajko.
That's fine.
It likes the smell of fish.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, it likes fish, doesn't it?
I think it does.
Bring it.
All right. Gonna bite. Your eyes are closed. If you close your eyes and you avert your eyes, does that do anything to its attack roll? Probably not. Let's say it doesn't, because I'm generous.
don't
It should
think it-
remove the dexterity from your because you're flat-footed then. If you can't see what's
that
happening.
doesn't really exist.
that might be
doesn't
a
exist in
5-3.
That doesn't exist in
Okay.
That might-
3.5. Yeah. That,
Yeah, I'm
nah,
thinking
this
the
stuff is just
3.5
like
most likely. Yeah.
it either would have advantage on the attack, or your attacks are at dis. Let's just say you have attacks on disadvantage. Well, anyways, it gets a 23, which I think hits you.
It definitely does.
It's going to deal you 8 points of piercing, and
Okay.
9 points of poison.
I'm I'm resistant to the piercing. I know that.
Okay.
I don't know about poison though.
No. Are you immune to poison?
Okay. Immunity to disease, fatigue, charm, stunning, and pain-related effects. Is
Poison can still get you. Yep. So its poisonous mouth still bites you, clamping you down hard. Yeah. So it's within 30 feet. If you start your turn.
Wait.
Mhm.
Would you be immune to vicious mockery?
Me, yes, because it's charm, right?
It's pain-related effect.
I don't know.
It was a joke. It was
No.
a joke. Don't worry about it.
I'm
Sorry.
All right, Henley. Final apple gets to go.
Okay, 100 foot up, yeah?
Mhm.
So I have a flat movement of 50 feet a turn.
Yeah.
I'm going to go down 50 feet, so I am, I guess, 50 feet above it.
Sure.
So, I don't know, here.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Double crossbows.
Like
And
hand
because
crossbows?
someone's close... Yes, double hand crossbows. Because someone's close by, I get sneak attack as well. So,
Yes.
yay me. So let's do that. So offhand, normal hand, and then offhand.
Only one of them gets sneak attack though.
No, both of them do.
No, I thought the first attack only gets
It's
sneak
just your
attack.
first attack
Nope.
that gets sneak attack.
I'm pretty sure all of them do. Let me check.
I'm not a doctor. I could be wrong, but I'm
My
pretty sure.
doctor. Okay, once per turn you can deal an extra. Okay.
Once per turn.
That's cool. All right then. So whatever hits, I guess.
Yeah.
But I always have it turned on. We can just ignore it, I guess. 13 does not hit. And
Yeah,
offhand.
13 will miss. Oh, that's a
thank
crit. Okay.
Wow.
Nice.
Look at that hot garbage. So 14, then 8. That puts it at 23.
Yes.
23.
Well, it didn't like that. You knocked it down about a quarter of its hit points.
Man.
Finn.
Yeah, I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians on. It just casts. It's around me in a 15-foot radius.
Okay, cool.
And of course, I'm going to let the party be affected by it. So, or not affected by it. They get the healing, I think.
Mhm.
But the basilisk, if I get close to it in my area, it's going to have to make a wisdom saving throw. That's all I'm doing. I'm not.
You're not
yeah.
going to move closer?
I'll get up right here behind Korik.
Okay. Right, so then it's going to start in the thick of it. Okay. Then Bajko and Korik, then the Basilisk, and then you, Henley, and then you, Katie. So, what do you two do?
All right. Well, I'm already next to it, right? So I'm going to go ahead and attack recklessly, which is going to negate the disadvantage for me not looking at it.
Mhm.
And I'm going to try to hit it with my Warhammer 3 times.
Wow, that is such a weird sentence you just said. I'm going to attack recklessly, but I can't see it, so it negates the advantage of attacking recklessly.
Fine.
Yeah.
That's Sam. Oh, yeah. So you're okay. So just so you know, attacking, attacking is considered. I guess you're considered blinded attacking, yeah. So attack rolls against you have advantage, and attack rolls that you make are at disadvantage.
That's fine. I can't. That's great because when my penalty for recklessly attacking is attack rolls against me have advantage,
anyways.
so you can't get double advantage. So it's great.
Yeah.
Wow.
Huzzah.
Double disadvantage. My God.
All right,
Shooting
so
the moon.
Attack. 12.
Roll 2 dice.
12 is
and
not-
You don't take any.
12 is not going to do it.
Okay, attack again. 9.
That surprisingly does. No, I'm just kidding.
Fuck.
That was you rolled a natural 1. You have +8 to your rolls.
I do.
That is frustrating. And so those are 2 misses.
And then I'm going to go ahead and use a bonus action to attack again.
27 that's a
better
very
freaking
solid.
hit.
Very solid.
All
hit.
right. I'm like,
Dong. Yeah.
Cool.
For 9?
Yep.
Cool. Korik. You're also considered
Yeah.
blinded because I'm assuming you start your turn avoiding your eye contact with it.
hmm
Okay.
Yes. But I also have Vow of Enmity on it, and that gives me advantage.
Yeah.
So I get a roll normally.
Nope.
So just vantage.
Oh,
Just vantage.
Plain old vantage. That's who you're searching for. Vantage.
yeah.
Vantage has a pencil thin mustache. Nah.
Yeah, see, I like to think of Vow of Enmity as like fate is like guiding my hand toward the creature.
Yeah, it's just take the wheel.
It's just
Yeah.
it's this thing.
Yeah. Very much so.
So swinging with my great sword, first time 17.
Strikes true.
Hell yeah. 10 slashing damage. Also gonna give it a good old divine smite there with that.
Ooh,
it's
spicy
23.
extra 23. Yeah, that's good.
And then attacking again with my great sword. 25. Hell yeah. We're
Yep.
getting somewhere, everyone. That's gonna be 16 slashing damage right there.
That's
Um,
why I
the
stay
great sword?
behind Korik.
wait, that doesn't seem like that works right.
No. Great swords are D10, not D12.
No, they're 2d6, and it just says rolling 12 plus 4. I think your second attack for your greatsword isn't set up right.
Yeah. It looks
It looks like
yeah,
it's
you're
like
just
every
rolling.
time you would hit damage for your second attack, it will always be 16. Is what I'm saying. It will never not be 16
Really?
based on the way it's set up. I think. Yeah.
Yep.
I will.
And your first attack is just rolling 6 plus 4. So you're not actually rolling anything. You've just got a 6 and then a plus 4 in there.
That's not what it should be.
So you need to put the D and the number next to each other in the damage.
Oh, wait. Is it because it's set up to be?
It's because it's set up to be with
double
my
bracket?
savage. It's because it's also with my savage attacks. And it was set up with
I
a
mean,
double.
you can add like a second damage in the weapon if that's something you need to set up.
Savage attacks is the one where you re-roll your 1s and 2s.
Right. Your greatsword attack
You
just
can
says 4 slashing damage instead of anything. Like there's no damage
Oh,
in it.
I just deleted the thing.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Because I assumed you were going to work on that.
Oh, well, yeah. So it's 2d6
Uh,
slashing crit. Crit does 3d6. Right. Okay. Plus strength. Yeah. So then, if you roll, I mean, assume it hits, but let's just see what happens when we click it. Yeah. See, now it says rolling 2d6 plus 4 strength.
okay. But I'm.
Yeah. So beforehand, it was just doing a whole number.
So
That
I guess
sense?
if you want to, you just have to take a just look at it every time, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we have to look at it for my feet. Great.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I don't know why it's
something up.
okay. I wish I would have called that out earlier had I known. That's fine. Okay. Well, You can you if you click that again, does it do damage again? It does do the damage again. So then roll,
Yeah, but you can only re-roll a 1 and a 2. So if you get a 2 and a 6, you only re-roll the first die.
oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're not re-rolling 2d6 again. You just re-roll the first of the 2 die. So whenever the event happens where you roll a 1 or a 2, I guess you just have to manually roll that 1 again
Yeah.
and do the massification by
Yeah.
yourself.
Or just make an attack that says reroll die or something like that. And
It's weird that they wouldn't have something like this in this sheet because they do everything else.
For great weapon fighting. Yeah, it seems good.
Yeah, they have if you press a little cog, you can change expertise and all that sort of stuff, and you can even add modifiers to your initiative and all that sort of shit. But for some reason, you can't do it anywhere else. That seems weird to me.
Yeah. So, okay. Well, yeah, we just have to hover over it and make sure it works then. But okay, so I'm going to honor. Do you want me to honor those numbers? Or you should just reroll all the dice, except for your smite damage. Let's do that.
I don't care. I can reroll.
Yeah. Just click the greatsword thing that in your character sheet, or on the inline roller. Then click the damage. We'll take that damage. Well, you just did max damage instead with double 6s for each of those. Actually rolled. There you go, Dempsey.
Shouldn't have pointed it out.
Well, I mean, I wasn't expecting you to get back-to-back boxcars.
Good.
So that's 32 plus your 13.
So that's
45?
45 damage.
Yeah, okay. It's just lost half its hit points, or more than half its hit points. Holy shit.
Yep, and that's also one more reason why Finny stays behind Korik.
Yeah, that was amazing. Basilisk
Hell
doesn't
yeah.
like that. It starts its turn in your spell. So it must make a wisdom saving throw.
Yes.
It does not have a lot of wisdom. It's a good spell to use on it. But
It made it.
But it still made
God
it.
damn it.
Because I rolled
So
really
it's going to
well.
take half as much
3d8.
radiant damage. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Do
cool.
you want to roll the
So
damage?
this thing just does.
Nice, thank you.
You're
15.
welcome.
So it takes the full damage.
Half damage. It made it.
Oh, it
say.
made it, yeah. So it takes 10.
Radiant.
Yeah. It hates that. What? Thanks, I hate it.
You're welcome.
It'll go to the afterlife being like, I fucking hate accordions. Why did I go to the accordion?
Yeah, very much so.
Could have just napped through it.
It's going to move, and it's going to go after you, Finian, for burning it. Which means Bajko, you can take an attack of opportunity against it.
You know it.
Let's go, Bashko.
Disadvantage.
Just kill it
though.
before it attacks me.
Got
Sorry.
18.
It's at disadvantage.
Right. Because wait, hold on.
Is
such a weird thing to
is
think
reckless
about,
attacking
like-
until the start of your next turn, or is it one of those things that's
I was
on your
double
turn?
checking that actually.
Yeah, because
Rolls
that's
against me have advantage until my next turn, but it's doing so gives me advantage on melee weapon attacks rolled using strength during my turn.
so during your
Or during
turn.
this turn. It says during this turn.
Yeah, so this turn is this attack. So this is not during
Okay,
your
so I'm
turn.
gonna roll a second time. 18.
Hey! Yeah, so you hit it with the 18.
Okay. Then 11 damage.
Splat goes the basilisk.
Yes! It didn't even hit me.
You've killed it.
Nice.
I'm gonna hit it a couple more times.
Totally fair. Nicely done.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't get any of my bolts back. That's all right.
Oh,
Well, that was quick.
I know and on one hand, it's very fortunate. On the other hand, it worries me a lot. We should probably go down this way. At least we know we don't have to deal with this one, right?
Well,
I'm gonna
that
look at-
was
I'm gonna
the
look
problem in this region.
Oh, uh-huh.
Yeah,
So,
I'm gonna look at the bird and be like, I thought you said there were more.
I mean, there's always more lizards. Have you ever seen a lizard without many other lizards around it? That'd be the oddity, sir. It really would. but I'm quite surprised at how deftly you were able to remove this creature from this existence. I like try and pull out my cross bolts, and they both break, and I'm just like, well, I only shot 2 of them, I guess.
Well, you did ask for adventuring stories from us, so here's one. Finny's just slowly going along the wall, just sort of sneaking down the corridor. She's going very slow and looking ahead of herself, so she doesn't see any more basilisks.
Yeah, definitely. Okay.
I'm gonna lay on hands myself, and give myself some HP back.
Super legit. Let me just check one more thing here. I need to check. So, Vinny, you're going first, right?
Yeah, and she 100% is stealthy. Well,
Yeah.
I would like to roll for it. Whether I roll high enough is the answer.
Of course. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, what I would say is you're focusing hard on being stealthy and creeping up on whatever creatures or entities could live further down this place. When your foot presses down on a pad,
Yeah.
you hear the click.
There, bring it on, Eric.
And you close your eyes expecting the sound of a dart coming at you. But instead, the only thing that hits you, some dust in your face.
Pocket sand.
Congrats. Yeah. It's an old trap. Doesn't do anything.
Oh god. So Finny has a little bit of a heart attack in that moment. And just whispers back to the group behind her, I think we should just keep going. And she's going to continue what she was doing, just hoping there's more pocket sand.
What's the height of this thing? 100 feet? 90 feet? Something like that? The ceiling.
It's about 15 feet. This is all sort of hewn stone the further you get in here.
Okay. Alrighty then.
Can I divine sense again?
Yes, you absolutely can.
Give me that. What do I sense?
Right. Okay. You enter so in this large chamber, it feels as though it's solemn and full of death, but it is very, very, very old. There a huge circular disc of stone dominates the floor here, and it's inside our faces, carved within concentric rings, various hieroglyphs and shapes. You can see there's sort of nests of bones all around here, and this place definitely feels evil. You feel like something has corrupted this place, or something is corrupting from behind the wall. It feels like it's leaching, something is soaking into through this giant stone disc, right? So it's like a paper towel that's wet,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm not great. so something's not great behind that thing.
Yeah.
What are you feeling, Korek? Should we keep going?
It's not any good.
There are no exits.
Mustachioed man must have greater testicles than any man I've ever met before.
That's a way to put it. Can I, no, I'm not gonna do that. Nope, not gonna do it. So it's the beyond this where we are, Korek can feel bad.
Evil. You feel like the sense of demon, for sure. Not devil, demon, for sure.
Cool. Nice. Love it. Do you want to push forward or try the other passageway?
Well,
There is no pushing forward. Like this, it terminates at this great circular sphere with all the faces and concentric rings.
I know, but if Cork felt evil, then
Yeah.
Finney thought that it might be a way to get past it, perhaps.
I'm not sure there is forward here. We are, I guess, looking for evil, but
Can I investigate this big old wall with all the faces to see if there's like a door, a hidden anything hidden from me?
Yeah.
Investigation or perception? Which one do you want?
You're investigating, so.
Okay, I'm gonna use
investigation.
my inspiration for it.
Sure.
Sorry, everything's so slow because I don't have my mouse and I'm too lazy.
Wait, before you do that,
Okay.
I will start playing a slight tune, Mr. Vulgaris.
Yeah. So you
Um,
preferring inspiration.
and I'm preferring inspiration, which will give you, I guess you don't need it, but an extra D8.
You don't know that yet.
I'll take it anyway, and I'm gonna roll it.
Hey, that's an 8. Okay, so
that's a really good snooping song.
Yeah, it's a total of a 25. So what you would know here in these ruins, this is an ancient calendar stone, known for tracking the years, but also it seems to have been sealed, and it looks like there's definitely, if you know the combination, like what, like you could set the days with like forcibly moving these rings, like the rings can move.
Does it look like they've been moved recently?
No. That is the opposite. It looks like they have not been moved at all.
And there
Very
was
long time.
nothing on Boschko's map that alluded to any kind of puzzle solution. Like, okay, cool.
No.
Didn't know if there was
Does
any
it
notes
look
or
like-
something.
Does it look like it was set previously and left, or does it look like it was kind of like reset?
It looks
Because
like it was
if it's like
set with a 25. It looks like it was set, locked, and sealed.
I
so
think it
someone
might
came
be-
here, set it, then left.
Yeah, Finney steps back and is like, I think it might be sealing whatever it is Ulrich fills behind it.
Maybe it's more of these things.
Which is a very good thing to seal. So we don't, die. Maybe we should check the other passageway. I don't think we should.
Real quick, Korik, is your detect evil on again? Your channel, or has that turned off?
my divine sense.
Yeah, divine sense. Sorry, whatever.
It doesn't have it doesn't have like a certain amount of time that it lasts.
Okay.
I think it's just an action, I believe.
Yeah, it's like an action basically.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, as an action you can open your awareness. Yeah, I can do it one more time.
Yeah. Okay. No. Sounds good to me. All right. Yeah. So there definitely looks like there's some sort of like entrance here, or some sort of seal, but it's not look like it's been tampered with for thousands of years.
Maybe we should leave this alone. We killed one. I don't think messing with things that we don't understand or know the solution to is wise. And I know we don't make a lot of wise choices, but perhaps we should start. Yeah, I think she's backing away from it.
Yeah. I'm Korok, like seeing the logic and like this hasn't been like moved in a long time. That means Vanthus wasn't here, to him at least, and so he's gonna follow Finney's lead with this.
Same.
Yeah. looks like you were lied to, but sent here, nevertheless.
Perhaps whoever sold you that map might have wanted to kill you. Just an idea.
Well, perhaps. Good thing we had you to assist us. Then we survived.
I would agree with that estimation. But you've done very well finding me. Congratulations.
As an aside, I'm gonna say, did we really need him though?
I mean, Finny is going to begin like walking back to the corpse of the basilisk.
Sure.
Can I get any poison from this basilisk to use for myself?
Are you trained at that?
Survival check,
Yeah.
I guess, right? Probably if
Have you
if
ever done anything like that before?
I don't know. She literally loved taxidermy, so she's at least read about it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And when I do it, I'm going to turn on my I'm gonna channel divinity and do my knowledge of the ages, because I think that makes sense that maybe she's thinking about reading about this kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
like-
she's trying to like draw back the memories. Maybe even has like her journal out looking for like what to do.
Totally. Yeah, and you're drawing from your mentors' teachings and
Yeah.
praying to Istis for how to do it. Yeah, go ahead and make a survival check, and you're proficient in it with your divinity. 12? Yeah, you seem fine.
She doesn't like want a lot or anything. She just wants
Yeah.
maybe a little bit of the poison to study.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can totally get a sample.
Yeah, that's what she wants.
Cool.
read about heroes
Um,
going elbow deep into the creatures they slay.
yeah.
Just holds
This
her
is a new
hands
one.
up. I mean, didn't you say that the doing it instead of reading it was what was more fun? Here I am, just covered in basilisk goo.
I don't know if you know this, but viscera is very hard to get out of feathers.
There's another sound from inside the tomb, like this tomb area, right? Coming from that other hallway that we avoided. It definitely sounds as though there is a maybe like 30 or so, like a large troop of monkeys. They sound like they're underground. Like they're going like they're like getting kind of scared. Like they're nervous.
She looks at you, Pinel, and says, did you see anything while you were up there? Did you get or did you just see the basilisk?
Well, I can't see through stone, so no.
I didn't know
Can't
if
say I
there
did.
was
No.
if there was anything else that might have been different from up there with a different vantage point.
As far as I know, there is one mouth to this cave, and we're at it right now.
I think Finny's going to slowly make her way down the other way.
Yeah.
Very, very cautiously. She does. If she sees something, she's going to
Run. Yeah. Totally.
go back. Yeah, but she just wants to at least like check.
Yeah. You surprise yourself, like you slightly freak out. You see a statue of a huge lumbering man wearing decayed skins and cracked skulls, with a tusked mouth, like a big statue on the side of a wall, right? Like maybe like 20 feet tall. On the other side of him, though, is a large well. The well
Can I look
is
down
empty.
it? Oh,
Well, what do we have here?
Yeah.
Is that where the noise from the monkeys
yes.
is coming from? Like, is
Yes.
it radiating
It's-
up from the
yeah,
well?
it's radiating up from the well in this room. You can definitely hear it, and it sounds like it's getting excited. Like it hears you, like in the room, like just like a chorus.
I'm not really sure
It's-
if we should.
Does
not
Does it
It's
sound like
not-
a song, Eric?
It sounds like a chorus. It sounds like a troop of, but it doesn't sound like actually any monkey you ever heard.
Does it have a reason to the rhyme, or is it just a bunch of hooping and hollering?
It sounds like hooping and hollering.
So it's not melodic or any way?
No, it's about as anti-melodic as possible.
Okay.
It's completely discordant.
I'm cool with leaving.
Yeah, I mean, Finny,
Well, yeah.
she like looks down the well and she can hear that loud noise, but is there anything past this well?
No, there's just a blank wall at the edge of the well, right? So there's like a statue, maybe like 15 feet or so, and then like space around this well.
Okay, yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
thought.
You approach the well, and the well itself feels like wobbly. Is the word I would put it.
Like the stones aren't
Yeah, the stones aren't
solid.
even. It's not even. Yeah, maybe that too. It's disturbing to like kind of look at. Like it feels like your eyes aren't focusing.
She just looks at Korik and Boschko. Do you want to hit it?
Is that your first response to most of these
I,
things?
I have my huge war axe, and I'm like, you want me to hit it?
Actually, they've
Before
gotten a
you
lot
hit
better.
it,
They've gotten a lot better. They used to just hit without me asking.
perhaps I might have some notes on this or something like that. Eric, can I do a history check?
Yeah, right.
Okay. I'll use my
Hello, can I be a bard? I'm a bard. Just
Hello, I'm a bard, but actually not.
Yeah, let's do a knowledge. Let's do knowledge. What's your question that you're trying to answer here? What are you
Well,
trying to find out?
I spent some time in a bardic college.
Yeah.
I didn't actually graduate from said college, obviously, because I'm not a bard. But I would like to, consult my notes, rack my memory about anything of fountains or anything that would perchance relate to what we're seeing here
Yeah.
before they put,
Knowledge Arcana.
sword and stone.
Yeah, Arcana would do that.
Arcana? Okay. I'm gonna roll with initiative. No, inspiration here.
Okay. No.
I sort of like flip through some books. Lick my finger, keep flipping. I'm just like, I snap the book shut, and I was like, nah, smash it. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. Yeah. No, there's nothing.
Yeah,
there's
I'm
nothing
gonna smash
about.
it.
There's nothing in the stories of old about weird wobbling wells.
She said, Boschko, smash!
all right. I got my warhammer. I'm gonna smash it.
It gives you the sort of feeling like those heat waves, like a mirage-y kind of effect. You know, like that sort of like ripplingness to the well. Yeah, you strike at the well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, make an attack roll for me, please. Normal.
Normal attack roll.
Yeah, a 10's good enough. You slam down on the
I'm
well.
not raging though.
No, you slam down on the well. Some rocks chip off and fly, and they clip, clap, clap down the well. Maybe like 60 feet or so.
So I did that for a reason.
Yeah.
I actually did. I'm gonna look down when the stuff is falling and see if
Yeah.
if I see the sources of these noises, these monkeys like moving to the down at the bottom of the well or anything.
Yeah.
If they're coming to react.
You do. They
They look
clip
like
down.
normal monkeys.
Yeah, you see a set of two eyes down there, like two monkey eyes. Yeah, and you hear the voices of like mama.
Yeah,
You-
Finny is just like I speak a lot of languages, but not monkey. But it looks.
You see another set of eyes, and another, and another, and another, and then a set of eyes on top of that set of eyes.
Can I divine sense?
Yeah.
This doesn't look like an ideal situation, guys.
No.
We should probably run.
And then you see mouths. Sharp, fanged mouths. All over its body. It is not a troop of monkeys, but one thing.
What do I?
Yeah. I need
what
strength
do I-
saving throws from everyone who's looking down this thing right now.
Need
Cool.
what? Strength saving throw?
Yes. You try
Cool.
you try to move, but the earth as this thing wakes up, the terrain becomes dough-like, like at your feet.
Ooh.
I critted, but I still have
Yes.
-1.
Hard no.
It's good. It's good.
Wow, you all hard no. That is some hard no's out of this.
We
Yes.
nope out of there.
Yep.
You
Yeah.
don't even need my +2.
Nope.
What could
I'm out.
what could best be described as the cousin to a Lovecraftian monstrosity is under there, and you're like, fuck no.
Nope. We're out.
That was awesome. Yeah, that's a hard no.
And you guys thought it was monkeys.
It kind of sounds that way. Yeah.
No wonder it wasn't in your book.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this?
It's an armless, amorphous blob of eyes and mouths.
Yeah, Finny's gone. Finny's running faster than she's ever run in her life.
Yeah, makes sense. Yep, you guys all run back to your
But
pretty much just
Boschko
fucking out of here.
runs, but unfortunately, with his level of exhaustion, he's actually slower than Finny now.
Oh God. Yeah.
But he
You-
runs.
Yeah. So we run back to the ship, right? Pretty much.
We're
like
getting out of the temple for
noping.
sure.
Yeah, we get out of the temple. You've no.
Yeah.
You've no.
No, we just
extremely
run like
hard.
the whole 4 miles all the way
Yeah.
back to the.
But then you
like
trek back,
fun.
right? Then you just
Miss
trek back like
Scooby
being
Gang
done with it.
running out of there. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you go out of the frying pan, and into the fire as you arrive back and to where your ship is, and you see that your crew is currently fighting an invisible enemy. The flotsam that you came into is like crawling up the ship and is trying to consume the ship.
Oh, is that your ship?
It is while it's still
Yeah.
a ship.
And that's where we'll end it today. As your ship is getting attacked by a
Yay.
giant flotsam ooze.
Good,
So,
perfect, just what we wanted.
Yep.
Yep.
The garbage monster of the ocean.
So
attacked.
today
This
was
is an allegory
garbage
of-
monster day. Yeah.
Allegory, don't litter.
Yeah.
A turtle with a beer six pack starts attacking the ship.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So, thank you. This is episode 1. We have to wrap up a little bit early today because I got some business stuff to do and take care of. So thanks for hanging out with us. Let's do some quick outros. Katie, take it away.
Yeah, I'm Katie. You can find me on everything at Katie Face. Tonight I'll be over on Off the Table playing Urban Shadows. We're in our we'll have a show before and a show after. Yeah, anything I do, I post on Twitter because I do a lot of random stuff. So just follow me there. Why not?
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you, Katie.
Hi. I think it's my turn. I'm Dempsey. You can find me on Twitter at DempseyDMC. And yeah, thanks for watching.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Kelsa. You can find me on Twitter at Kelsa. Twitch and YouTube is Kelsa Delphi. You can also follow me on Instagram for cute dog pictures. Look how cute she is. She's like, "What are you doing, Mama?" Good dog. All right.
All right. Hey, everyone. Dave Henley, former full-time streamer, now professional homeless man. You can find all my stuff, my previous stuff that I used to do, which is like was thousands on the hours. I don't know. I haven't checked in a while. Over on youtube.com/Henley. Lots of good stuff there. And add me. Damn me.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Dave. Yeah, thank you for also, and thanks for, we switched your characters. We spoke about it, like, off screen, how we wanted to do. And yeah, if we wanted to continue playing them or not. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But,
I like
I'm
Pinot a
excited.
lot more. He's more to the type of character that I generally play. So
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing
more
it.
comfortable.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Yeah. I guess it's just me then, right?
Yeah, your turn.
Yeah.
All right, I guess. All right. Yeah. So I'm Eric. I'm Eric Fulgaris everywhere. I work for Roll20, which I gotta do. Pretty much immediately after wrapping this up. I'm gonna be. Let's see. Announcement would be that later this month I'm gonna be running some Ultraviolet Grasslands on my stream, which is psychedelic metal Oregon Trail D&D. But anyways, this has been
Whoa.
super fun. Yeah, it's weird. I like the weirdness. I know the Savage Tide is also kind of a weird game, but I've been really enjoying running this game. And as far as like linear kind of D&D goes, this has been a lot of fun. Y'all are super cool to play with. You just put up with whatever bullshit I throw your way. I love responding and
Like a
hearing you guys. Yeah.
big Eldritch monkey horror.
Yeah, exactly. I can ask you guys to be like, hey, play with me for a minute as we try out some giant warfare battle rules and do this like massive combat thing, and then I can go be like, tell me about your dreams. So like I don't know, I'm kind of all over the place when I run games and what kind of style and what things we ask for. So I appreciate everyone putting up with it, and hopefully it's entertaining. So the last thing is thank you so much to the Greyhawk channel for being our host for this awesome stream in our home. Thank you very much. Consider supporting them. And yeah, with that, we're gonna be out of here. So take care. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.